So our sighted volunteer was now in the dark, ready for a small adventure and anything that came along.
You know it's an obstacle.
Yeah.
You either need to step over it or go around it, correct?
Right.
Okay, good.
Is this a windshield wiper?
Does it feel like a windshield wiper?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's a windshield wiper, you don't want to pull it off, please. Having good public transportation is a really important thing to your freedom, too. I mean, just to be able to walk out your door and go wherever you want, whenever you want, is pretty important. I mean, you know, someone else who's 26 years old and sighted just like me, if they feel like going to the movies at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, they could just walk out their door and hop in their car. I don't hop in my car, I just hop on a bus. So, and I like that. That's liberating to me. And let's try to walk in the middle of the sidewalk. Trust the cane and what's in front of you. And the more confident you get, the faster you walk and the straighter you walk. I mentioned yesterday that, you know, blindness is a scary thing, and there was a survey done in the 90s that asked, you know, what do people fear the most? And the top three things were AIDS, cancer, and blindness, maybe not in that order, but the very fact that blindness is up there with 2 terminal illnesses is really scary. That means that the public's attitude about blindness is not a very good one. That it's so scary that they equate it to having AIDS or having cancer. So one of the biggest things that the NFB tries to do is change the public's attitudes about blindness. And the way you do that is going out into the community and just doing what you do. You know, you and me walking out here right now, I'm sure all those cars are like, wow, 2 blind people crossing the street, you know. You know, I never thought a blind person could cross the street. Doing what you do helps to change the perceptions that the public have about blindness.
I thought it was backing up.
Alright, so this does not sound like a wall that we might want to go to for Chili's. So this is always fun. Whenever I'm going out with my blind friends and we're going to a new place, where is the front door?
What is that?
I'll read it to you. Chocolate chip paradise pie. A warm, chewy bar layered with chocolate chip, walnuts, and coconut, topped with vanilla ice cream and drizzled with hot fudge and caramel. Doesn't that sound awesome?
Although nothing compares to living the real thing, Vince had this to say about his time spent as a blind person.
So yeah, no, it was really just very difficult for me to
What was difficult about it?
Well, you know, tuning in to my other senses, you know, using my ears more and the feel for the cane, feeling my surroundings, you know. Under the blindfold, I did feel real isolated in my surrounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very typical reaction.
Yeah.
People who go through training at a center do it from 8 to 5. So you really start tuning into those things. So, I mean, you had a very limited experience, and it was just with the cane. College students have a lot of textbooks that we need access to, and waiting a month for it to be read onto tape or, you know, puts us way behind in school. Every year we go to Washington, D.C., and we talk to our congresspeople. And this year, one of the things we talked about was getting electronic textbooks to college-age students. We've been successful in getting electronic text immediately available to K through 12, so that blind children can have this electronic book that gets sent to them, and then they could produce it into Braille or large print or whatever. Nowadays, technology allows that to happen faster.
Student agreement. San Diego Center for the Blind or Visually Impaired.
You know, somebody can come through who's just lost their sight and go through the complete training process all the way up to and through, you know, learning how to go back out into the community and find a job.